Look what I have to fix. Another piece of junk Dodge. I'm making this video for John, my friend that thinks Dodge is just the shit and that Ford sucks, but this is like...
It's an effed up rebuilt Dodge.
That's what John tries to say, yeah, but what do we got to fix?
True.
Hey, I will bust your ass for speaking blasphemy like that. How old is this van?
Old.
No.
Older than your car.
You're speaking nonsense. No, how old is this? 2 years old. How old is that car? That car is way older than you. That's a 1996 Ford out there in the driveway. Everything works. All the controls work. All the windows work. Every switch controlling the thing works. Nothing's broken in it. Other than that, it's older. And this is a 2013 Dodge. The fourth Dodge we've had since 2004, 2003. And every single one that we've had, shortly after we had it.
It's an effed up rebuilt Dodge.
No, this is a regular Dodge. Where was I after I was so rudely interrupted? Anyway, this is the fourth Dodge we've had since early 2000s. Every single one of them, we have the window regulators break. This just hit 40,000 miles, and I just heard when I rolled down the window, it made a weird sound. I go, that don't sound good. As soon as I try to roll it back up, bam, the window drops in the door. I know what that is. The cable just ate shit. So my Dodge Dakota we had bought, brand new in 2003, that thing hit about 40,000 miles. Driver's side window regulator broke. And then we got a Grand Caravan. There's a 2004. That one broke, 40,000 miles into it. Let's see, and then I got rid of the truck. I traded it for a Durango from somebody. The window regulator was broke when I got it from him, and he had a window taped up from a relative. So I fixed that, because I got pretty good at fixing them by respooling them with bicycle cables. And then another window, I think 2 or 3 windows broke in that Durango altogether before I got rid of it. And then when the family member that had my truck, more of the windows later broke on him. So it obviously is something that plagues Dodge in their design of window regulators. They just suck. And the electronics suck in Dodges. Our other Caravan we had before this one, the driver's side door quit working a couple years into it, so we just opened it manually. This one, for months now, the passenger side ones, it randomly worked with like the remote, but it would like work with when you grabbed it with the handle. It was weird. It was randomly working, and then recently it started making a bunch of clicks under the dash, which it didn't do that today when I drove it, but the window broke. So that said, now I got to fix this POS. I mean, other than that, I mean, we like the van with the new twin overhead cam engine. It actually hauls ass, and it drives pretty nice. It's just, I just wish their electrical stuff and their window regulators just weren't built so crappy. Lift it up. There's that. These are supposed to pop out. They stayed in there, instead popped out of here. Hopefully it didn't bust that. Light. Radio sounds pretty good for being such a small magnet. The regulator is right like this. But yep, indeed, I think they mean take that all out. This is a bizarre setup. Of course, I didn't get to see the way the cables just came off. Wow, I think I just figured out how this thing goes together. It was all in pieces by the time it fell out of the bottom of the door there. And it's a push-pull system. And this is gonna be crazy how this is gonna go together. It's weird, the window actually has to snap into this. What the heck they got on the radio? So anyway, I have a C-clamp on there, so I can't let it move right now. I'm going to try to put this back in there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the way that window is, I think this gets put in that piece over there, all bolted together, so it goes up and down. Then this goes in the door, and then the glass just simply will slide down and snap back into these things right here. I believe that is how it works. Starting to make a little more sense. I've not looked at any tech manuals, did not see this on YouTube or anything, so this will probably be the first time. Sorry, it's too greasy and everything for me to keep holding the camera, to keep using the camera, and it did power off on me over there for some reason, probably because the battery's low. Look at this miracle. I put it back together. Motor goes right there. Sandwiches through this plastic fiber panel. This is the spool, which I had to figure out, re-spool. It does a push-pull. So out of the spool, it's pulling this one up. When it's pulling this one down, up, this cable's pulling this way, which is pulling this one up. I come in with this, and then the spool is letting this cable out. What a freaking crazy ass piece of shit design. Dodge, why did you do that? It used to be you just open the panel and there was the noise blanket, whatever you want to call it, comes off. And then there'd be you'd have the crossbars and you just reach in there to get the bolts, and then there was enough room to get the mechanism out. Now it's an open, totally open door with a big fiber piece that goes there holding the window regulator. So you got to get that in first, and then those two holes in the glass will snap down in there. I can tell that's what they're doing. So now I got to try to put this motherfucker back together. I haven't used the F word for a long time, and I've probably used it about 20 times already since I've been working on this. Sorry about that. Okay. This hole is obviously to reach in and reconnect this linkage, which is going to be fun, I think. With the glass up out of the way, it shouldn't be as bad. This is indeed meant to go in as one piece. I can just talk and get this back in. Start a bolt over here or something. Hold the whole thing up. Oh man, that was fun. So anyway, this hole is so you can reach in here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's linkage back there. You can almost see it down through here, but the rod out here. There we go. That and the key. So you got to reach in there to connect that. So evidently, if the window wasn't broke, you would just kind of crank this up to where you could see the clips right there, and you would reach and pop the glass loose from the track, and then you would just prop the glass up, and then this thing probably just comes right out then. So it's put right in there real easy compared to take it apart, because the window was dropped down in there, and it was pretty hard I couldn't really grab the window until I popped all these bolts out. So continue to put it back together. And honestly, I didn't see anything broke like the plastic. I usually would find them broken when these windows will drop on Dodge vehicles, but I think it just came loose or bound enough to where the spring tension bound up in one of the tracks or something. So moving. There's the plastic right there. Oops, don't want to touch the window with it. Right there. Pretty getting it that where I can probably see them in both holes. And then I'm gonna have to unhook this glass and drop it down in there. Look too good. Shit, hooked again. I couldn't get it to stay on earlier. It won't come off. This needs to go back in that track. And it just snaps in. Little spots right there. Looks scary. Bastards. There it goes. Gosh. See how that hooked in there? Snaps in there. So I guess if this wasn't broke, you would just lift your window here and use a tool or something, pull that out and bring the window out. Then you would just take this all out as one piece. But since the window was dropped in there and that was all down here and this was all spaghetti, that's why I had to take it apart the way I did. So. Oh, there it went again. Piece of shit. Obviously there's something broke in there in one of the hooks or stretched or something. It looked good when I had it together. Fucking shit. Piece of crap Dodge. Piece of shit car. See how much a new window regulator is. At least I'll be able to change it really fast now that I know how to take this apart. Piece of crap. Definitely see that cable right there. That little spring cable. That's not staying hooked in that plastic, so something's broken in there. So that sucks.